You carry your heart here. Hello? So the second game of the afternoon has kicked off. Tigers against Dragons. He gets that one. Gains still on the run. Oliver Puman makes the tackle. Number 19 shirted player. Moves the ball wide. Samuel Kanu picks it up. David with a carry. Tony has made the tackle. Dragons still in their own half, looking to get forward. Was looking to kick there. Kofi on the ball, weaving his way through. Plenty of grass ahead of him, but they recover. He offloads. His teammate gets that. Nsia Samuel gets the ball to Mano Boni. They kick, looking to chase. He stepped out of play there. Akins stepped out of play there. Referee Marshall Norte consulting with his assistants there. The ball will stay with Dragons. They tap, gives the ball to Emmanuel Bonny. He's held up by Kofi Monchon. A handling error there and the turnover possession. Dragons turnover possession. Scrum in favor of Tigers. It's a scrum in favor of Tigers. Deep in their own 10. Kofi Monchon moves the ball out to Akins. Akins making the run there. Plenty of grass ahead of him, but he stopped in the nick of time. Scrammy moves the ball. Elom Euku gets the ball. Kofi Monchon picks it up. He finds Survivor. Supports on either side, Oliver. And he scores. We have the first try of the afternoon. It's scored by Survivor. The first try of the afternoon. Tigers quick off the blocks with 4 quick points. Kofi Monchon with a kick. He fails to convert. We see Dragons referee Sylvanus backing out instructions to his boys. Sorry, Julius, I beg your pardon. Julius with a little pep talk before the restart of the game. It stays 4 points to nothing as he failed to convert after scoring the try. Dragons restarts the game. It's a long ball in there. Kofi Monchon looking to dance. He finds Survivor. Finds Elom looking to offload. That will be tackle 1. Elom back on the ball again. He's tackled again.
Quick play, thank you.
Tackle 2. Drill. He finds Oliver to Tony. Looking for his teammate there. Aiken steps back in. Offloads to Tony. He gathers. Possession stays with Tigers. Tony, he picks the ball from the rack to Oliver. Kofi Monchon. Drew, looking to sidestep. Some lively feats there. But he stopped in his tracks. Monchon moves the ball to Survivor. Looking to pass. Looking to go wide. And it's the second try of the afternoon. Scored by Nathaniel Addy of Tigers. 8 points to nothing. With just a little over 6 minutes into the first half of the game. Tigers with quick fire tries. Kofi Monchon is 0 for 1 in terms of conversions this afternoon. Can he convert this time? He fails to, and it stays 8-0 in favor of Tigers. 8-0 in favor of Dragons restart the game. It's a kick into the middle. Kofi Monchon gathers that. Some quick feeds there. Still weaving his way through. Finds Tony. Still moving forward. That'll be tackle 1. But that was not until they crossed the halfway line. Oliver Puman still with the ball. He's tackled. That'll be tackle 2. Elom looking to scoot. He does so. Gets another Dragons defense. 3 players swarm him up. Monchon finds survivor. Dancing feet. And oh my goodness. In under 10 minutes. Just past the 8-minute mark. We have a third try of the afternoon for Tigers. It's the third try of the afternoon for Tigers. Just a little over 8 minutes into the game. Kofi Monchon. He's 0 for 2 this afternoon from conversions. Will he score this time? Unfortunately, he fails to. Zero successful attempts out of 3. And it stays 12 points to nothing in favor of Tigers. Nungwa Tigers. Dragons will restart the game. Tigers, dancing feet. But Dragons make a tackle. Kofi Monchon finds Oliver Puman. Plays it to Elom. As things stand, Tigers will move up to 9 points. Still behind Bulls with 10 and scoreless with 15, having earlier defeated arch rivals Bulls Rugby League Football Club 22 points to 14. Possession is turned over. Dragons have the ball. He makes the tackle there. Adi Nathaniel. John Haywood play the ball. Dragons getting forward. Dragons looking to get the ball wide, but he's tackled by Tony. Stays on the turf. Looks like he picked up an injury in the process. John Haywood holding on to his ribs. Referee stops the play for him to receive treatment. Innocent Latte finds his player there, looking to spin around the defender. Samuel. That's the fifth and last, says referee Marshall Norte. Kick the ball. He scores out of nothing. What a play. The ball was kicked. He chased into the zone. The defender flopped his lines there. And they conceded a try. 13 minutes into the game. Tigers 12. Dragons 4. Atokwamina, so far so good. It's been a wonderful game. Tigers looking to run away with this. But then with this try, definitely it's going to affect the game. What have you witnessed so far? What have you observed so far?
Well, so far, I think there has been a lack of belief from Dragons. I mean, you are their young side, and one of their talismanic players, who is Kobe. Kobe is out of this particular game. He's not playing. We look at their previous game. Kobe is the one who has always championed the charge for them, and this time he's not in this game. So it is about them finding their mentality without their talismanic player. So as it stands now, they've been able to pull back a try. I think this will probably give them the belief going forward if they're able to stick to the basics. And we've all known Dragons. Dragons have been, despite them being new this season, they've really put in some very good performances. They were able to even draw against the defending champions, Bulls. So that should tell you the kind of team that they are. And this will be another tough test for them. And hopefully they are able to overcome.
Tough test for Dragons indeed. They kicked. They failed to collect. And Tigers. Quick on to the ball again from the restart. Samuel Kanu with a tackle. Tigers, Oliver Puman. It's tackled. Kofi Monchon finds survivor. Skips Elom. We're looking to cut in there from the wing. Andy is tackled. Oliver Puman. Kofi Monchon looking to move the ball wide. Akins fails to collect that. That's a knock on in a crucial moment. Referee Mashanote calling over the medics, and Jeffrey Akwete is down in agony. So Atokwamina, earlier this afternoon, we witnessed a classic between the two biggest clubs in the country in terms of rugby league. That's Bulls Rugby League Football Club and Scholars Rugby League Football Club. I mean, the hype, personally, in your opinion, do you think it lived up to the billing? I mean, Bulls ended up losing to 2 second half tries. I think that was an 8-point differential. What do you make of that, and how do you think it impacts their title defense this season?
Well, coming into this game, there was a lot of hype and a lot of noise made about this particular game. Bulls came into this particular championship not playing so well, so people were looking to see if they could, show up when it mattered the most. And at times they showed flashes of brilliance that they exhibited last season, but ultimately the day was not. It wasn't going to be theirs. Scholars, fair play to them, were able to power to the win. But you look at the basics and realize that it was a very good game of rugby league football. Technically, it was very astute. Yes, there were a few knock-ons here and there, but both teams were able to recover and keep playing like we know them to play. So, all in all, it was a good game. It was a great spectacle. Scholars were able to, find out that final push to win in the second half. Kudos to both teams. I think they are the reason why we come week in, week out to watch rugby league. This is the kind of spectacle that we expect to see.
Okay, but then is there anything in particular you think Bulls could do right? I mean, defending champions, they still have a chance. I mean, there's the playoff game, there's the second round of the league yet to play. I mean, what do you think Bulls can do to correct?
So statistically, Bulls have always beaten Scoreless at least once every season. The first season, Bulls beat Scoreless twice. There has never been a season where Scoreless has been able to beat Bulls twice, consecutively or in the home and away games. So if we are going to start, it stands to reason that Bulls might probably win the next encounter. Notwithstanding the fact that Scoreless have been brilliant so far, they've played well, but today I feel showed that they are also mere humans like us. Bulls showed that they can also be a force to reckon with. And for long stretches of the game, it was very equal in terms of strength and in terms of technicality. So I don't think you can count out the yes, you can count out Bulls, because right now they have very new players. They have some very new players who are still being blooded into rugby league. This Scoreless team has mainly retained its core for about 3 seasons. They've had just a few players leave, but Bulls is a team that has always been rebuilding. Every time there are new faces, every time they have new players that become starmen for them. So it stands to reason. And their talismanic captain, Colin Sofus, who is one of the best players in the league, has been out for this first round. Second round, he'll be coming up. So hopefully he can bring that much needed spark that and that extra. That's something extra that Bulls is looking for to get to the final and ultimately beat whoever is in that final with them.
Okay, thank you very much. Wanted you to touch on the fact that former Bulls player Abudi also featured in that game, but then we'll come back to that. Let's focus on this game for now. Tony with the ball. Elon picks it up. Makes a surgeon run. Tackle by Akwete. Mind you, Tigers earlier converted a penalty. That was the first conversion by Kofi Monchon. And so now they lead by 14. Akins, is that a try? What is the call? What is referee Mashanote's call? He's consulting the touch judge. No try, says the referee. The restarts play from the 20. Just a reminder, Dragons are without their talisman, Kobe or William Pierce Biney, who is a serial winner, previously enjoyed success with Scoreless 3 times. Dragons moving the ball to the right side of defense. Dragons still in possession. Oliver Pullman with a tackle, driving his man back. Offloaded that ball there. Referee Mashanote saw something and has whistled. That was a forward pass, I think. Yes, so it's a scrum to Tigers. Scrum advantage to Tigers. We'll take it under 20. Kofi Monchon was the ball out. Survivor looking to head for the try line. The defense fluffed the lines there. But Dragons recover. A great time to recover possession and reignite the attack. Insia Samuel finds his teammates there. Jeffrey Akwete. John Haywood with a pickup there. Monsieur Samuel with a carry. He's tackled by Oliver Pullman. Haywood. Innocent. Looking for the kick and chase. But referee Marshall Naughty has whistled. He's brought play back. Penalty to Tigers. It's a penalty to Tigers. Dragons have conceded another penalty. "23 minutes into the game. Remains Tigers 14, Dragons 4. Kofi Monchon kicked for touch. The advance, the penalty advantage. They're now within the 20 of Dragons. Where's the resilience of Dragons? Can they hold on and not fold under the pressure? Kofi Monchon, he's tackled just before he got the try line. Still within the 10. And Tony with a try. Tony with a try. Tigers up by 18. Kofi Monchon. Can he successfully convert for the second time this afternoon? And that will be the last play of the first half at the UG Rugby Stadium. At halftime, it's Tigers 18, Dragons 4. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with coverage for the second half. Thank you. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the commencement of the second half. I have here with me Atokwamina. Like we were saying, let's quickly revisit the first game of the afternoon, like the classic of the Ghana Rugby League. There was one issue we didn't touch on. Abudi was with Bulls 2 seasons ago. Last season he missed out. Literally a free agent, and then he joined them now. How do you think his participation in this defeat for Bulls impacts their mentality and then all that?
Well, the Abudi we knew, he has always been a very skillful player, a very decisive player. But you look at this particular encounter. His influence wasn't really felt on the game. We had the likes of Eboda Gama and the likes of Echampon, Emmanuel. Those were really the game changers for the scoreless team. Captain Rede Kaliba, these were the guys that were the main focus in this particular classic. Yes, there was a lot of talk about him returning to his old team where he played for a season, and unfortunately he wasn't able to win the league with Bulls. They lost in a final to scoreless, unfortunately, but he's looking to he's trying to get a medal. I mean, last season he was a free agent. He opted out of playing for Bulls, but unfortunately for Bulls, they were able to win that particular season without him. So really, I don't think his non-participation for Bulls is an issue, right? I think Bulls have the men needed to do the job. And from today's encounter, yes, he's a good player. Yes, we have felt his presence in most of the games for scoreless, but unfortunately he was not at the forefront today. He played okay, but he wasn't the deciding factor in this particular encounter.
Thank you very much, Ato Kwamina. So referee Marshall Norte has whistled for a handling error there. Was a knock on, I think. Tigers scrum advantage, moving the ball wide. Survivor looking for Akins. Akins looking to dance around, but then they quickly latch onto him, and he stopped in his tracks. Survivor, he finds Monchon. Kofi Monchon skips one tackle, skips another, looking to get forward. He's finally tackled. Tony is moving Heyman off, looking to play the ball quickly. Survivor goes back to where the ball came from. Tony is tackled. Tony is tackled. Elom is also tackled on the midway line. Survivor finds Oliver, steps. Wonderful handoff there, still going strong, Oliver. Gains about 10 meters there. Referee calls held. Elom came to scoot that. Survivor, the pass to Kofi Monchon, but he stopped in his tracks. John Haywood is down. Referee Marshall Norte is not interested in what's happening there, but Haywood still receiving treatment. Sorry. The scrumming takes the ball. He's tackled by Oliver Puman. Dragons surging forward. Beautiful hands there. Skips past Akins. Heading for the try line. He's tackled in the nick of time. Ball lost. It's a scrum advantage to Tigers. Haven't lost the ball at a crucial moment. Try scoring opportunity squandered there. They still trail by 14 points. No tries yet in the second half. Scrum advantage to Tigers. Kofi Manchon feeds it in. He picks and then moves the ball. Kofi. He's tackled. Elom picks the ball. Really working his socks off today. Nathaniel. Kofi Manchon, Oliver Puman. Dragons resilient in defense there. Kofi Manchon. Survivor. Akins with the ball. Plenty of grass ahead of him. He cuts back in. Mine, oh mine. What a run. Nobody can stop him, surely, and he scores for Tigers. First try of the second half. 22 points for Tigers. Atokwamna. Beautiful feet there. Plenty of grass ahead of him. And he didn't disappoint. He punishes Dragons.
Yes, Godfred Akins, and this is a name that has come to the fore in recent weeks. If anyone was present for the Father's Day extravaganza, they would have seen some beautiful rugby from him. And he has been one of the standout stars for Tigers this particular season. He has been exceptional when he has gotten the chance to prove his points against Bulls. Tigers were not playing so well, but he managed to make a try out of nothing, and that is how good of a player he is. If you allow him the space, he has some very good acceleration and some very good quick fit. So if you allow him the space, you allow him the time, he will surely punish you, and that is the best of Godfred Akins.
Godfred Akins surely at his best there. Tigers with 2 more points. Kofi Manchon converting this time right underneath the goal. Dragons will restart the game. It's a long kick into the Tigers half. That's a knock-on from the restart. Tigers have conceded. Survivor. Very much unusual from him. Handling error right in his try zone. And it's a goal line dropout for Dragons. Sorry, Tigers. Dragons collect quickly. Quickly onto him. That's a big hit. Sits his man down. Kofi Emmanuel sat down. Failing to complete a tackle there. Tony missed the tackle. But then Godfred Akins recovered for him. The try line in sights now. Dragons making a surging attack. Can he hit? So the try line is being brought back. Some meters lost there. D'Souza. Dragons looking to move the ball wide. Offloads the ball. Can they continue? Looking to sidestep. Akwete is tackled. Looking to move the ball quickly. Dragons, what do they do here? Moving right again. Coming back towards traffic. But then he's tackled. What's the ref's call? Penalty advantage to Tigers. Possession is turned over. Again, in the opposition 10-meter zone. And Tigers will restart the game. Kofi Manchon opts to kick for touch. Having won the penalty. They've advanced the penalty to just before the 20-meter line. And we'll restart play from there. Kofi Monchon. Nathaniel with a carry there. Kofi Monchon. Okutu has checked into the game, sorry. But then fails to progress with his first carry. Some meters lost there. Kofi Monchon. He finds Oliver Puman. Puman. Kofi Monchon. He finds Tony. Looking to break the line there, but he stopped in his tracks. Elom picks that one up. Kofi Monchon. Kofi Monchon with the ball. He finds his teammates there. The cut back. Godfred Akins sidesteps, looking to offload. Handling error there. Referee Marshall Norte has whistled. Forward pass. Scrum Dragons ball. Until 11 minutes into the second half. Around about this point in the first half, we had quite a number of tries. If I'm not mistaken, just about 3 or more tries around this time. It seems both teams have cooled off after an intense first half. How do you think this impacts the game?
Both teams are settling into the game nicely. I believe Dragons are going in confidence. They are being able to make some key plays, even though they are not converting when it matters most. They are still a young side. They still have a very lot to learn in this particular encounter. We've seen the likes of that partnership between Kofi Monchon and Survivor. This is a partnership that has defied time. These guys have been playing together for so long, and now they ply their trade for Tigers. And if they win this game, if Tigers will win this game, then these two guys have to be playing very well, and so far so good. The second half, we've not really seen that partnership, and so you can see that they've not really made a lot of incursions into the half of the Dragons. But the Dragons need to be able to, apply that final touch, and that is what is lacking. That final pass, that final ball movements, and that's what they are lacking. But hopefully they'll be able to come into their own. And they are a young side, but they are very good. They have that ball knowledge, so we hope that they can give us something to cheer on for them.
Definitely. Tigers still lead by 20. Having scored early in the second half and converted from underneath the goal. Wonderful movements by Godfred Akins. Finishing it off with a try under the goal. Oliver Puman slow to get back to his feet. Survivor looking to run, looking for the offload. The tackle is scored. He holds on to the ball. Tigers looking to move the ball wide. Tony looking to get over the line, but they drag him back. 2 minutes more to go. Survivor scores. Survivor has scored again this afternoon. 4 more points to the credit of Tigers. Kofi Monchon will look to get them up to 30, but can he, as he has struggled from the field this afternoon? And then, yes, he gets that one in. Very much characteristic of Kofi Monchon. Converts this time after he struggled a lot in the first half. 2 out of 2 in the second half. Dragons restart the game. Good catch there by Akins. Looking to dance around the defense. Lost his footing, but quickly back up again. Losing some meters in the process. Survivor. Still on the ball. He's tackled. Wonderful dummy there by Kofi Monchon. Skips past the tackle. Elam's got the ball now. He's tackled. Needs some support here. Nathaniel gets there. Moves the ball to Survivor. Kofi Monchon. Wonderful quick hands there. Looking to attack quickly. Referee Mashanote whistles. Penalty for Tigers. Monchon will kick for touch. He does. Kofi Monchon finds Tony. That'll be the first tackle of the set. He finds Okutu. He's tackled. Kofi Monchon looking to pick that up. He goes left. He finds Survivor, his partner in crime. Oliver Puman. Nathaniel skips one player. Can he get the ball there? Handling error there. Dragons looking to counter now, but they recover defensively. Play goes on. Alfred Akins, Elom looks to hit. He's eventually tackled. Nathaniel looking to get to the rack. Oliver Puman finds Kofi Monchon. He finds Survivor. Moving the ball quickly to the left. Wonderful dummy there. Mine, oh mine. Partners in crime. They have done it again. Formidable partnership for Tigers. Atokwamina, this is what we were waiting for. Finally, both of them combined to give Tigers something this afternoon.
Like I mentioned earlier, when these two guys are on their game, it's very difficult to stop Tigers, and it has played out like I mentioned. We've seen the two of them combined, and finally we saw Kofi Monchon getting in on the action. He has played really well today, but he has not been able to score yet, and that was an easy try that was handed to him really on the plate by Survivor, who has really been playing his heart out today. He made an uncharacteristic mistake, and I think so far he's making amends and more for his team.
He's made amends. 2 more points for Tigers. That was a dangerous play there. Sorry for the excessive reaction there. That was a dangerous tackle there by the Dragons defense. Kofi Monchon kick for touch. Kofi Monchon tapped. There was a delay there. Okutu. Dragons looking to get forward. Elom. Great recovery there. Sorry, that was PK. Survivor to Nat. Looking to offload. Another veteran there in the ranks of Tigers. Elon picked that ball. Looking to run at the defense. Was hoping to offload, but he's tackled. Nat finds Survivor. And play will continue here. Dragons. Tony. Big tackle there. That's what he's noted for. Dragons. Kofi Eduse on the ball. Moves the ball. Nat quickly onto the ball carrier. No meters gained at all. Dragons. Looking to run. Lost his foot in there, but he runs into Survivor. Who stopped the attack? Dragons. Moving the ball left. He finds Kofi Eduse. Handling error there. That's a knock on, and referee Marshall Norte spotted it. You call play back. I think it's safe to say that handling errors are hunting Dragons this afternoon and really hurting their chances of getting anything meaningful out of this game.
Well, we mentioned earlier that they've lost their talismanic player who is Kobe Pierce, William Pierce Biney, also known as Kobe. And he has been the one who has always been orchestrating this Dragons team. He has been, arranging and telling them what to do on the pitch. So without his expert opinion, his expert voice for this particular team, they are devoid of leadership, and that is really coming to the fore today. We are seeing that they are all over the place. Unfortunately, nobody has been able to stand up and show out in his absence. Hopefully, somebody is able to take the team by the scruff of their neck and show them that this is how we play rugby league. Rugby league, you always need a vocal leader on the pitch, somebody who will tell you what to do, who can read the game and understand what is happening. And so far, unfortunately, Dragons have not had that particular leader and that voice of reason for them.
Dragons lacking leadership this afternoon. I think that's evident. Elom was on the 10th receiving treatment. However, 3 minutes to the end of the game. Tigers still have possession deep in their half from the scrum. He found Elom looking to dance through the tackle. Referee Marshall Norte has whistled. Penalty to Dragons. Turnover. A rare turnover in the second half for the Dragons. He tapped. He lost the ball in contact there. Tigers were looking to pass. Dragons recollect possession. Tackle 1 says referee Marshall Norte. Experienced referee. Kofi Eduse wiggling his way through. But he stopped by Piquet. Dragons still in possession. In the 20 of Tigers. A tackle there by Piquet. Kofi. Sorry, that's not Kofi. Dragons looking to score right from the John Haywood, that was. We're looking to score a quick try. From the rack, but failed to. Yeah, Dagama with similar tries early this afternoon in the game. Scholars played against Bulls. Picking straight from the rack and then just getting over the line. That was the difference in that game. That was knock on. That will be the last play of the game. Referee Marshall Norte a signal for the end of the game. 36 points. 36 points to 4. Dragons go home with a win against league debutants Dragons. Kofi Monchon, survivor, Tony himself, running riots here this afternoon. And they have a win. Atukwamina Tigers sitting pretty in third on the league standings, having sealed this game. I mean, William Pierce Binding did not feature for Dragons. Know how influential he is. How do you think the league table is shaping up for the second round? And how do you think that impacts the playoff game for the final?
So we look at the table, and then, like you said, Tigers are sitting pretty in third place. Coming into maybe before the last two games, we would have said that sitting pretty in third place would have been Panthers. Panthers was being touted to have been in third place, but Tigers have risen above and beyond diversity, and they've been able to, push their way to third place, and it looks like they are further strengthening their grip on that third place position. If they are able to stay there till the end of the season, they'll be playing a playoff with Bulls, who are in second place. Should they stay this way? So it looks like, but earlier Tigers were beaten by Bulls earlier this season, but after that they bounced back. They've been able to beat Panthers last week in a great encounter. From the beginning, they put it to Panthers, and then they made sure that in the second half, Panthers looked like they were coming back, but unfortunately, time ran out for them, and Tigers were able to steal that particular win. Nobody really expected them to come out of that encounter with a win, but they managed to do that. And you've watched today's game. Yes, today's game. Maybe if William Pierce Binding had played, maybe, and that's a very big maybe, because one player cannot dictate the whole flow of a game. But of course, his influence is very, we will not understate his influence. He's very influential when it comes to, and he has the experience. He has played on a national team. He has also played on the title winning side, that is Scoreless, for 3 years. They won the league consecutively for 3 years. So this is a guy who knows his stuff. So we are not understating his experience and his star power. But unfortunately, Dragons were able to come to the fore today. Tigers will take this easy win, and then we will go on to the next match.
Tigers with a win here, 36 points to 4. They carry the day. Nungwa Tigers sitting pretty in the third position on the league standings. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with coverage for the last game of the day between UG Titans and then Accra Panthers.